Gotta set up my chat stand. It's not a chat stand, but I'm gonna call it that. It's not a chat stand. YouTube. Beep. Boop. No, wrong button. Boop. Bam. A chat stand. It's not a chat stand. Alright. Boom. On to work and go. Oh, shoot. Basically, most people aren't going to hear this anyway, but I'm going to say it anyway in case someone is here already. This is basically, if you don't know what the concept of a forever world is, it's basically a world that you start, and you kind of just intend on using forever. I've had this one going for a while. I think it's like day almost 200? 191, I was close. This project started on day 120, so... This has been a project and a half. So you know. I was gonna make a YouTube video about one of my projects in this world, but then I just kept getting messed up at the most minor things. Like what happened was like, this is still, obviously I'm not an adult yet. I'm almost there. I'm very, very close. But my parents would call in using our, I'm gonna call it a robot because you can't say Alexa without it activating. Crap, it activated. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, they would drop in a bunch, but it's like only whenever I'm streaming. But I feel like sometimes it's on purpose, but not really. But it feels like it sometimes. Ah! But yeah. Most people could probably assume what this build is going to be anyway, but you never know. I will admit this is a mod pack, but the thing about the mod pack is, you may have heard of it before, it's called Vanilla Perfected. So, I mean, I've been playing for a long time, so I agree it is literally just vanilla Minecraft. Just like very minor differences. I think there's a singular new item and like maybe 4 new enchantments. Like I'm using one of them. It's on my sword. It's wither coated. It doesn't do much, but it does what it needs to do. I have this little thing where I can preview Shulkerbox and it's so nice. So I can just grab any item I want. Like I want specifically this stone. I'll take it out. Look, it's gone now. Anyway, just pop back in there. It's primarily just a lot of vanilla-looking structures, primarily focused on the new, like, trial chambers. So it basically, whoever made the mod was a trial chamber fan, because there are a lot of them now. Ah! Fine. I thought I fell through the ground. Well, there am I on 136. Wow. So next to my desk, I have a fish tank now. We've already had a fish for a long time. His name was Kevin, not was. His name is Kevin. And he lived in a tank next to my bed for like, well, since August. And then about a week and a half ago, I got to upgrade him into a 10-gallon tank rather than a 5. Remember, he's a little guppy, so he does not need that much space to himself. So I got him 5 buddies. But then I was like, wow, it's still really empty with even these 5 buddies. So I got 4 more buddies. So now there's 10 fish in this tank. And the names are Kevin, Bones, Petroleum, Rupert, Scar. Kevin, Bones, Petroleum, Rupert, Scar, Crypto, Nitro, Timmy, and Mr. Fins. Best friend name 2 of the fish. Well, I think it's most of the fish are named by people I know, like Petroleum is my buddy Liam. Rupert is Carson. Actually, Kevin is also named after Carson because actually Kevin had 2 other fish that he lived with. Dave, or his full name was Dave Chicken, because we are at Dave's Hot Chicken when I thought of that name. And then there was Frank, which I'm going to constantly call Kevin Frank all the time. I tend to do that for some random reason. The names aren't even like similar. I just get it wrong. And while I was out fish shopping for the new 4 that I got, I was considering getting one that looked like Dave and Frank. But I was like, that might confuse Kevin, so I'm not gonna. Instead, the one that's named Crypto, it's like a neon toxic green. I love it. The Nitro looks, and he has, also Crypto has like this like tiger looking design, like he has like this like leopard pattern on him. Looks really awesome. And so does Nitro, so that's why I named them very similar names, Crypto and Nitro, but Nitro is orange. I just thought that would fit. Oh gosh. That was a voice crack, I guess? I don't know. We're just gonna take it out of this one. See, Mr. Finn's used to be named Colada, or Pina Colada. I call it Pina Colada. My dad's like, Pina. Too bad. Pina Colada. That's what I used to call him, because it's the type of fish he is a tequila sunrise. And I was like, oh, I'll stick with the alcoholic beverage style name. Oops. That's what I chose to do. Oh. So yeah. But now he's Mr. Finn's. And then Timmy used to be... This name, I don't know what I was thinking. But I named him Fisto, because I thought it sounded like a fun little twist on fish. But I realized slowly that Fisto is just kind of dumb, so... I'm glad that I no longer have him named Fisto. Grounded 2 is coming out. That's pretty awesome. Me and my cousin Carson were like Grounded extraordinaires. We played that game so much. Well, we took a break for a while, and then the moment we saw that it was announced, we picked up right where we left off, which was New Game +4, and we were trying to collect every armor, every weapon, every infused weapon, and get every gold card. We were only 2 gold cards away from finishing, which were Wasp Drone and the Infected Broodmother. And things, we used to struggle with the Infected Broodmother, but we finally ended up beating it for the second time ever, and then we happened to get the most perfect weapon. It was an infused Black Ant Sword that had fresh damage up best and block stun. Block stun wasn't something we were looking for, but it made it even better because its stun chance is like literally the minimum, basically being 0% chance of stunning whenever I do any attacks. But now that it has block stun, it's now basically like a 50% chance whenever we block something, they get stunned. So that's pretty awesome. But now that we have fresh damage up best on our trinkets from cones that we've gotten over time, and we have implant weakness fresh on, like he has the implant weakness and I have the fresh up best twice, it basically stacks. So any guy that isn't weak to fresh basically becomes like 6 times weak to fresh. And so originally, to beat the infected broodmother, it took us like, time-wise, in one fight, about 10-15 minutes to even beat it because of it having a natural lifesteal ability, and us literally having frosted flake axes. I mean, we didn't originally have that, but as we got into new game, that's slowly what we used. But originally, we were using like, what were we using? Oh yeah, we were using the Scythe of the Blossoms from the Mantis boss. We still use the Mantis armor though, because it's light armor and it doesn't take much stamina to use a sword. Plus, we like being able to run around like little bullets. We're literally like zipping around the yard like it's nothing. It's really funny to watch. But anyway, with the whole new sword and armor combo, we're basically able to beat the boss in under 2 minutes. Well, in under 3 minutes on average. Sometimes it takes us a little longer. Like in new game, obviously they have 4 randomized abilities. Well, new game plus 4, yeah, it has 4 randomized abilities. The only ones we like literally just press the give up button on, like we just kill ourselves in the instant we see it, is fresh magic and yeah, fresh magic and increased defense. We can beat it with the increased defense. We can beat it with the frost, but the frost is just a nuisance. Increased defense, it just takes us like double the time to beat it. So it isn't worth fighting it for about 6 minutes, or 5 to 6 minutes rather than we can just beat it in literally 2 minutes without it. It's not hard to not get it. Like, we got it 5 times in a row without it, and then we just kept getting it over and over again. So it wasn't a big deal. Luckily, the nice thing about it is in New Game Plus 4, I don't know if it increases over time, but we get 76,000 raw science just from beating it. So, yeah. We had a lot of parts, a lot of raw science, and a lot of infused ooze from the infected broodmother and just, well, the infected broodmother ooze and the normal ooze. We just had a ton of. So we ended up maxing out. Well, we're trying to max out our armor now. Our chest plates are maxed, or well, we're doing his stuff, Carson's stuff, and then we're just gonna duplicate it with the super duper. It's only like 6,000 to do that, which is nice. And our swords are only going to be like 20. I think the sword was only like 16,500 to duplicate. It was a maxed out frost sword. Level 15. So yeah. It's just crazy to think about that we went from being scared of this boss to just casually farming it like it's nothing now. I might have enough stone to finish this layer. If I don't, it's not a big deal. I still got, I think, 2 full shulker boxes. I do. Yeah. Bam. This is crazy. 138. Let's see how much does it take. So I basically have a full inventory. Alright, now we're going to take this singular stack out. Let's see how much just this, like, terrain... Well, I guess this is the tail of the beast. I'm just going to call it the beast. I'm eventually just going to say what it is on accident, but it's not a big deal if I do. One thing I like to think about is that, so, if the schematic for this build actually had a completely built base filled with stone, but I skipped that layer because... because of, well, the fact that it's a full base of a build that is 300 something by 275. So, filling in an entire base with that much stone is like, it's unhealthy. Oh, well. So we have just decided, or not we, I have just decided not to build that part. Plus, it's gonna be fun to fly in from under. Ouch. Whee! But yeah. Grounded 2 is gonna be a fire game, that's for sure. I remember a while ago I posted on the Grounded subreddit that I was doing a 24-hour stream. That was back in like November-ish. And yeah, a few people came in from it and watched me play Grounded for a bit, and then I stopped playing Grounded. Yeah, I think me and Carson's Grounded World has like, I think we're on like day 323, I think. One Grounded day is very long. So, the fact that we have spent so much time in One World is crazy. And we're like 70% done with all the stuff we want to do. Alright, so this, just the terrain part, not including the actual parts that I'm going to build next. I'm going to grab that one in a second. It only took, yeah, not too many stacks. I remember back in the day, it used to take all 3 full inventories to do this, because, like, it was so much work to build this. But also, I've been working on this non-stop for, like, 2 weeks. It has not been 2 weeks, but, like, how long has it actually been? Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, it's been way less than 2 weeks. Because I didn't have... Oh, that's a fire shot. I didn't have those 2 dragons built yet. Each one of those dragons are solid. With stone. This build that's also made of stone is only, well, it's hollow. But the dragons over there, those take, like, for the solid ones, they take, like, 7,000, maybe, like, 6,800 stone, but that's not including, like, all, like, the walls and stairs and slabs. So even after that, it's, like, only, like, 7,000 overall. So, oh, that is so cool. He has, like, 14,000 stone to build those 2 things. And this one guy, this build right here, it took, remember, it's hollow, 300,000 stone. Now, thing is that the base alone, the first layer, is like 80,000. Might be higher than that, because thing is, the entire base, I did it, it was like 300 times 275, it was like 88,000 on the dot, whatever it was. Let's see what you, oh, wow, this is like the best layer yet. But yeah, it was like 88,000 total for the full base, and there's like a little bit of a chunk missing. So I did a little bit of math. I keep saying we. Why am I saying we? I did a little bit of math, and it turns out it's like 80-ish thousand, maybe 79,000 total stone for that one layer. So I actually only need to grab like 230,000 stone, which is still a huge amount, but it's not as bad. See, I've never actually used Lightmatica before. This is my first time ever using Lightmatica, and I've been loving it. Like, I'll build something in a separate world, and then I'll just bring it into here. And it's so nice. Oh, no. I thought it was going to fall there. That could have been bad. I was just say people aren't gonna hear it anyway, but yeah, this is just a bigger dragon. It's kind of obvious. You can see the tail and you can see the legs. The tail kind of wraps around up there too. This is a wing. There's a wing over there. But I'm just gonna call it the Mega Build or Mega Base. People will see it becomes a dragon slowly. Oh yeah, it's something I gotta show you guys. Oh yeah, you haven't seen me in a while. That's fair, that's fair. And I know I'm not doing Geometry Dash or anything, but I've realized, see, I've just been chilling in this world for a while now, and I'm just like, nah, I want to play Geometry Dash right now. I'll play when new big updates come out, but that's about it. And then I'm gonna do my little thing where I get a phase into a game, and then I play a game a bunch for no reason, so. Yeah. Oh, look at that. This is a cool layer, because everything's separating. Sorry, this is me like reacting to the fact that I'm actually like getting close to finishing, because this is Y139. This is the, we'll start at Y76. So this is like, ooh, the, what number would this be? Like 60, it's the 69th layer. What the heck? Wait, no, it isn't. It's the 64th. Right? Yeah, 64th layer. And thing is, this thing's 190 layers. Technically 191, but like I said, the base I am not doing, so. Yeah. I'll go back to that in a second. See, thing is, I play a card game called Magic the Gathering. And, well, not avidly, my dad does. He's a judge and everything. But, since I know a lot about the story, I was considering for my mega base, I was thinking about building, if you know what it is, I was thinking about building, what's his name? Nicol Bolas's, domain, or his, estate. I think it's called the Bolas Estate. Wow, 132 days? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream this world the most. I'm gonna try to stream this the most, because I know this isn't hardcore or anything, but I know. Okay, I've died building this project twice, and it was because of when I would start my game, since I had to load in the schematic, my game takes a hot second to actually like load. So if I land on anything after using an elytra, I'll just die immediately. So I just kind of stand still when I load into my world, so that doesn't happen. Because it's happened twice, I think. If I go to my statistics, I can go to... Yeah, I'll just do general. Number of deaths, yeah, 2. Time since last death, where is that? It's been a hot minute. Oh, gosh. For the record, I just had this on pause a bunch. Like, sometimes I would leave it on pause for a long time. So yeah, you're running out of diamonds. Haha. I'm just kidding. Me too. Wait, I don't even know how many diamonds I have. I literally haven't looked at like anything other than this build in like forever. So I think I have a few diamonds. I probably do. Also, you might see a few random structures. Like if you look over there. This world does have some mods, but you can't tell by the huge like Matica and the shaders. But this isn't my mod pack. This is Vanilla Perfected. I forgot who made it, but he made it. That guy made it. And I actually have no idea how to turn the shader off. But this is like the best shader I think I've ever seen. My game runs so nice with it. Now my game is a little laggy, of course, because of like Matica. No duh. Because each one of these blocks. It isn't an entity, but it is almost an entity. That's fair. See, in this world, I kind of like speed ran it. So I already had a full beacon by day 50, I think. But I just want to get straight into the whole forever world thing, and yeah, I just want to get straight to that stuff. So yeah. The game I beat on like day like 30 or like 27. Took me a hot minute to actually get to the beacon part. Understandable, understandable. I've had a bunch of hardcore worlds. Like I had a really good one for a long time where I built this huge mountain. There were no mods in the actually. Okay, the mods are the reason I actually quit that world. But so there were no mods in the world. It was like day like 400 at this point. I had a crazy awesome base. It was like this big mountain with caves inside of it. Each cave and each big opening was its own thing. Like one room was the nether portal room, and it was like it was like the nether spilling out into the room. It was really cool looking. And I had every single enchantment book maxed out for villager. That took me like 100 days to do. I will 100% admit. But what happened was one day I was like, oh, I'm going to test out some mods in this world, and I forgot to make a backup. So I did a bunch of messing around with mods. Like I added Alex's mobs, Alex's caves, ice and fire, stuff like that. But then I went to go back to my original and I couldn't. So basically everything that I just did was down the drain, which sucked. And then I did find a way to get it back eventually, but I was just so disappointed with myself for using mods on a world that I just didn't want to play it. But then I had another world where I did actually die in this one. It was day 1,400 or something like that, and I had this crazy village with, yet again, another mountain. I love building mountains. That's why I'm building this out of stone. Well, that's why I like that this is made of stone, because I'm natural at getting stone. And yeah, I had a crazy like mountain, and on the mountain was this huge village, and it like ran down the mountain and into a valley. And under the mountain was actually a mob farm, and it was a very efficient way to get mobs to die. I had like a ton of farms. I had a creeper farm, gold farm, iron farm, elder guardian farm. It was just stupid good. And one day I decided, oh yeah, let's go kill a warden. Because I've killed a warden before in this world, but I forgot to take a... I had my elytra on accident. Brought the wrong sword, because I have a smite and a sharpness sword, like, at all times. The smite one is the one I use primarily. Like, that's why my main sword is smite 4. Oh, it's not even maxed out, I just realized. But yeah, it has smite 4, so that's the main thing I use. Sorry, I itched my wrist. So yeah, because of that, I died to the warden and then lost everything. That sucked. Back in the day, my main strategy for getting like emeralds and XP before having a farm was using string dupers, which worked for a while, and then in like 1.21.3 or so, they broke. That's fire. So yeah, the first thing that I built in this world were these dragons. The first one, which was, I think that one. Yeah, it was that dragon right there. I started on like day, I think 103, and then I finished both the dragons on like day 121, or however many. Oh gosh. At least it didn't die to the lava, that's the nice thing. Ooh, this is an expensive layer. I don't like this one. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to I'm not going to be close to finishing this layer. Boom. Oh gosh. I feel like this whole time I should have been on like a new YouTube account rather than one that was dried out and shadow banned multiple times. That's unlucky. Yeah, most of the time when I go mining, I'm way too risky when I go mining. I just jump straight into huge caves and just hope things go well. Most of the time it doesn't, if you need to know that. A really cool thing about how you can like hear the micro music, I have a button where I can just change it changes to literally any song I want to hear. Like if I'm really feeling it, I'm in the mood for... Listen to Creator. Creator's a good one. This is my last stack. Oh. I'm gonna skip the wing for now. Alright. As far as I got on this layer. What layer is that? 140, that's crazy. The robot started yelling at me. I'm gonna turn that down a little. This is something I was gonna make my little YouTube video about. This right here. I haven't even gotten close to finishing this. This is just a little. This is my first quotes big project until I didn't want it to be my big project anymore. Yeah, let's change it to a different one. Oh, Ward, that one's so good. Alright. I want to show you something crazy. So basically, to get all this stone, let's see how much I've mined so far. I have so far mined, holy crap. Well, place, that's what we care about. Wow. Take away about 14,000, that's how much I've placed. I've placed about 110,000, a little less, but 110,000 stones so far. Which is crazy. Wow, in November? That is a very long time. But yeah, this is where I get all my stone now. That's nowhere close to the amount that you've shown. I gotta go over here to show you the actual one. Also, ignore that. That's a bunch of andesite. I originally was gonna build the bases, but then I decided not to, because andesite's annoying to get. This is where I've actually been getting all my, or originally where I was getting all my stone. It's huge area. I didn't like this level. Oh gosh. This is my little canvas where I have all my things. I just have a lot of shulker boxes. Oops. These are all where I used to trade with villagers. These were my shulker boxes for building that dock area. Also, coming to this song kind of sounds like the Macarena a little. Like the beat is very like Macarena-esque, if you know what I mean. Also, every time I fly by here, you might see this little thing that's like highlighted. I just kind of like this. This is one of the things that I pre-built in another world. I moved into this one. I did that with these as well. I built these separately. Like originally, the first 3 that I built were all just from looking at the other ones. But what I did this time was I built that in a creative world, and then copied the schematic and put it into here, and then I built it in here. It's pretty useful. Why? Is it weird that I think this is like the most impressive part? If I go like right here, there's something about this little like cozy corner. I love it so very much. I want villagers to like inhabit this place. Whoa, baba. I did that because over here at the first building I built, fish. Yeah, I built a little fishing hut, an angler hut, some may say. Here's another one of those structures. This is a shrine, and it's basically just a cryo chamber, but it's like way shorter, and you get shrine keys rather than actual keys. And I gotta go up this ladder because the thing is I can fly, but I don't feel like it. That's it. I just don't feel like flying sometimes. Oh yeah, I love this song because I love Ward because of this. I love my little fish. I got 10 of them. They're chill. I actually had to stick my hand in the fish tank earlier because there was like a hair floating around in it. And things I hate, like when fish touch me. Like, I'm fine with fish. Like there's nothing wrong with them. They're not scary or anything. I just think it's weird. But I stuck my finger, and they were just little nibbles on my finger, and then they ignored me, and then I just reached in, grabbed the hair, and then went on with my day. Very fire. Alright, let's put that there. And jump down. I don't have to do it for very long. Not bad. He's starting to get really full. Yeah. That's a lot of bows. I gotta like take every bow out. Oh gosh. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, mob farms, they're the best, so it's always good to have one. Alright, I'm gonna fly back up here. Oh, there's glowstone inventory. I probably should just build an Enderman farm. I'd probably just find it. See, now I'm using Lightmatica a lot for farms and stuff like that. I didn't build this one with Lightmatica. I didn't know how to use Lightmatica until like right before I built the 2 dragons over there, which you can barely see the face of one of them. Yeah, when I built those, that's when I decided to be like, oh, let me just learn how to do this. Worth it, I'll tell you that. Do I remember everything? Not necessarily, but that's how it is sometimes. I get my Lightmatica menu, like, oops. These are all the ones that I can just load. Yeah. I don't know why I keep trying to call, like, the coast fracture. I don't know why I keep trying to call it that. It's kind of dumb. Yeah. This is the one that I built a while ago. And that one that I was telling you earlier that that's like my first schematic build. Ah! Sorry. Just stretch there. I'm gonna go check something. Because I always forget that whenever I first make a stream, the thumbnail is really stupid looking. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check on my dogs. So I'll be right back. Be like 5 minutes. I hath arriveth again. Sorry, my dog. I'm gonna let him out. She flung a ball outside the fence. Both all I feel like there's like one more wave of enemies coming down. Oh, that's fire. I wish I had some french fries right now. It's funny because I probably can just go drive out and grab some if I wanted to right now. But do I feel like driving right now? No. Do I want fries? Yes. Oh gosh, spider just dropped fast. Alright, I think if I literally just do this and just fly up here for a second. Then I go back down. Look how many. Oh, okay. Ooh. How are we looking? Yeah, basically maxed out. The dog is fire. My dog Marley. She's the oldest. Actually, I might have to go in a second, but give me a second. But yeah, she's doing good. She's the one who flung the ball out of the fence. Then my dog Sora, not the youngest, Sora. He's fine, dramatic as ever, but that's his whole thing, being as dramatic as physically possible. Then Kai, he's just a big fluff, just a big lump of hair. It's just adorable. Alright, I do actually have to go though now. But I shall continue streaming. I'm gonna keep playing, it's just I just have to go. Because my buddy's getting on now. He doesn't like when I stream when I talk to him. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do now. It was nice talking to y'alls. I don't say that word, but I'm gonna